Sambatskano Mongol Chu, then welcome to talk with me.
I'm very happy, sir.
I mean, does the step start?
Begzsuren, his wife Soyombo, and their children live in Ulaanbaatar's Gare district, where over 50% of the city's population reside. This welcoming Mongolian family regularly offers their cozy gare and a warm bed to both local and overseas visitors seeking an out-of-the-ordinary Mongolian experience. This is done via a global organization called Couchsurfing. Couchsurfing enables people to stay with locals in every country on Earth, making the world a little smaller and friendlier.
Hoch is like chatting or talking.
I love chat. Couchsurfing is a global network of over 6 million individuals around the world from every country who share accommodation rather than staying in hotels. It's a wonderful way to meet people. It's how I met my friend Begzsuren, who is a couchsurfing expert. He lives in Mongolia's Gare district in Ulaanbaatar, and he often offers his bed and his warm gare to overseas visitors.
Yes.
Begzsuren, thank you for joining me today. Thank you for letting me come into your gare, and welcome to talk with me.
Yeah, I'm also very proud for your invitation.
Oh, I'm
to this great,
such an honor for
interview.
me.
Yes.
It's the second time I've met you. I was here 2 years ago with Begs, and when I first arrived, this house was full of children, and your son Togoldur was playing the Morinhor, and I sort of missed that, but this is more intimate now. I want to know about you and your
Allyson,
Bayırla.
tea.
Mashik Bayırla. Thank you. Oh, I love it. Bayırla Soyombo. This is Beg's beautiful wife, Soyombo, who makes the best urum I've ever had.
You
Where is
remember
it?
that?
Yes,
You
I
remember?
love your urum. Can I have some?
Please.
Thank you, Bayırla. So, Begs, is this?
I think it's.
Is this arrow?
I think it's no. It's a zagandos. I think it's a zagandos. It's made by urum.
It's
Then
sweet.
we keep urum longer, and then we melt, produce one more, and then this is zagandos, and another oil we separate from milk. Yes. And this is one of the tastiest, and it's more energetic. Please, if you don't
I
need
love it.
more energy, please eat less.
No, I don't need more. But in Australia, we would call this moreish,
More.
meaning you want more and more.
Interesting.
I might just have one more before I
yes.
continue. Actually, I want you to tell me and our viewers, tell me about couchsurfing and what it means to you.
Yes, and for me, couchsurfing is really friend making, and it's not easy to make friend with someone. Not only foreign people, with Mongolian. Yes, Mongolians and Mongolian person. To make friend with Mongolian, it's again hard. Of course, we are sure we study same classmates, same university, same work. We think we are friends, but it's not really that. And couchsurfing is giving me possibility to make friends with the foreign people. And on the street, we can see many foreign people who are in Ulaanbaatar or in Mongolia. It's not easy to to ask them, can I make friend with you?
Right.
But this system is giving me good possibility.
Begs, listen, I see a beautiful big computer back there on Facebook. Do these people contact you online via couchsurfing.org, get your details, get on a bus and come up to UB's Gare district?
Yes.
How do they find you here? I get lost every time I come to see you.
Because you are not couchsurfer in this moment.
I know what?
Yes. And then if you are really couchsurfer, they love to read. They love to know how to go, how to reach to Beg's home using a guideline. I send them how to come to my home.
You send them a map.
Yes, that looks like handmade map, and so it's not my guideline. I asked my another couchsurfer friend who helped me to make very detailed guideline, what kind of bus, how many stops, and after bus get out, how to walk my home,
Right.
and everything is very well detailed on my guideline,
Right.
and then it's easy to come. Couchsurfing is like learning. It's learning.
So
new
people
things.
come and stay with you from many countries around the world, and you teach them about Mongolian culture.
And I think this word is not very suitable because we are not teachers. They are not our students, and we share our life.
Right.
We share our daily life, and we share our gear. We share our time, and not only my time. My friend, Couchsurfer, new friends, they share their life and their moment to live, and then at the end, like we are learning from each other,
Yes.
and we are talking to each other and sharing culture. That is best way. Why Couchsurfing very famous in this world? Because it is good possibility how hospitality works. Yes, it's really hospitality.
Are you the only Mongolian in the Gare district who hosts overseas visitors
Yes.
that you know of?
Yes, of course. Yes, yes.
Beggs, how many people have you managed to fit in here? I mean, it's not a very big Gare. I know, I mean, a family of
Our
6 sleeps in here. So when you host visitors from overseas, it's your family. 6 people?
Yes, my family, we are 6 people.
6, yes.
And 4
Your daughter's
children.
son.
Yes.
And visitors, where do you put them? I don't see any couch. Where's the couch?
And couch, of course, your question is again nice. Why? Because in this moment, I really prefer to sleep on the floor, not in the soft surface. Because soft surface making more comfortable and making comfortable to my sleeping, but it's making how to say, not good health.
So you're saying sleeping on the
Yes.
floor is good for you?
Yes, and then my whole family and also my Couchsurfing friends, we sleep on the floor, but not directly on the floor. We have a very good wool.
Ah, nice.
yes.
Some felt.
Yes, felt. And then
I could sleep on
we
that.
open this, and then we sleep on the floor, on the felt, and then every morning we pack this and clean, and then now some Couchsurfing friends say, oh, I'm smelling a sheep.
Yeah.
Yes, it's possible.
It's a nice smell.
Yes,
it's the
it's
smell
the
of
smell.
Mongolia. That
You
and
know.
curds.
Yes,
I know, I
not
love
only
it.
this, and around my girl, it's made by, yes, naturally we use our felt, and then
What sort of felt? Goat felt.
no, it's a sheep, of course.
Sheep.
Goat is different. That is cashmere. It's from the sheep, and of course we can find. We can't make this by ourselves. We only can buy this from the market.
Yep.
Yes,
I see a lot of this at Narantul. I go there sometimes too.
Yes, it's
look
we
at
can
the gears.
find a different quality, and best one is always best. It can be more, maybe expensive. Yes.
Beggs, tell me, how many visitors from overseas have you had while you have been a couch surfing host?
You are asking me number. Yes?
Yeah, I want an
Can I?
exact number, and I want to see your books.
Yes. And please see, Allyson, and there are my guest
Goodness.
books. And my guest books, and this is really the first one. It started 2008 on August. And my French couple,
This was your first couple that visited you.
yes, my French couple, they started guest book, and then already, this is my 6th book.
My goodness.
It started on last July. And then you asked me number. I already host 250.
250.
There are 49, and then 250. They are 2 Swedish, Finnish girls. Now they are staying with my family.
My goodness. And they write notes and
Yes.
draw pictures, put photographs.
Yes.
I want to just,
And then,
can you see this?
and,
Beautiful.
can you see Allyson? And
Hang on, I gotta take this. I want to look at all of these. Just have a look at this. Someone drew a photo,
Yes.
drew a picture
yes.
of Beggs's Gare.
And not only this, and my friends love to leave their postcards. And example, this is Austrian Wien.
Oh my
Postcards.
goodness, Vienna.
Yes, and
Oh,
my German girl, Hannah.
German girl. Do you remember each and every one of your visitors?
Yes, it's possible. I need to know that because I already said Couchsurfing is friend making, and then I can't forget my friends. And then,
Well, I know they wouldn't forget you.
If I forget, we are not really friends.
Oh, nice.
And then I'm already say to you, you are still remember my family in last 2 years, keeping in your head.
Well, you've
And
always been in my heart. When I left you
thank
that
you,
day in
thank you.
winter,
That is again,
I've never forgotten
that
you,
is good
Begs.
possibility for us to keep this contact. And can you see?
Ah, beautiful.
This is my Belgium guy who
What does that say?
who are carrying a full of bag games. His bag full of games.
Games to play?
Yes.
Like the ones over
Yeah,
there?
no clothes, no anything,
Just
only
games.
And then this is Thibaut. His name is Thibaut from Belgium. And
Gosh.
like this.
Begs, do you hope you see all of these friends you've made again one
yes,
day?
Yes,
Are they
and
gonna-
of course yes. And I hope. And last my Couchsurfing friends, he draw my cows.
Oh, look at that.
My girl and my
What sort
cows.
look at that. What sort of things do they write in these books? A lot of these are in German, and I can't read this, but
In this book, my friends wrote what they want to share with my next Couchsurfers who are coming to my girl new.
how beautiful.
They love to read how they traveled around Mongolia, not only Mongolia, how their trip was in different country, and they share what they know, what they want to share. They wrote everything.
Coins!
Of course. I have
it-
full of coins of the world. Yes.
Oh, I love it.
And can you
Tell
see,
me.
some of my friends, they love, she visited us 2 times.
Really? You've
Yes,
got repeat visitors?
In the beginning, she visited alone. Second time, she visited with her
Okay,
boyfriend
where are they from?
from Netherlands.
Gosh,
From
and they're
Amsterdam.
wearing beautiful dells.
Yes, and then they left a couple this photo after
look
the
at that
Mongolian
one.
trip. Yes,
Isn't that nice?
Laneka, we call her golden hair girl.
Yes.
Yes,
how
and my family
beautiful.
love to keep Couchsurfing.
And this,
It's not my responsibility.
it's not just for you, your family
Yes,
benefits.
my family love this.
I read about you, and I meant to ask you this last time. Your children have picked up some foreign languages
Yes.
from having couch surfers here, and that's one of the ways you teach them language. Is that right?
Again, one nice thing is my children, they love to learn from my Couchsurfing friends. And speaking in English, doing some handcrafts, drawing, art, and or singing, playing music instruments. And because my Couchsurfing friends, they can't stay like this in my home. They do something. They help us to cook. They
Right.
help us to play. They spend time. They spend a valuable time with my family, and then my children now they are very open to communicate with my Couchsurfing friends. I say Couchsurfing friends is not foreign people; it's my friends. They come to my home because
You're being very kind, though. Have you liked everyone who's come to
Yes,
stay with you? Surely there have
because
been
you know, Allyson, this system give me possibility to read, to know that person who are coming to my family.
right.
And so my Couchsurfing friends read my family from my profile. And then when we,
You match
Yes.
before they come.
yes, and then it's easy to communicate when they come in real life, yes. And then this is very nice system.
Yes.
Around the world, not only couchsurfing.org, in the world there are many like this system, Hospitality Club, warmshowers.org, and whooping.org, yes, like this many systems. I am active on the couchsurfing.org, yes.
Hey, Begs, have you had any Aussies, any Australians?
Yes,
Oh, Begs, if you ever go overseas, you will have places to stay all over the world.
yes, of course, I hope.
I hope too.
Yes.
Friends around the world. I can't believe you remember each and every one.
Yes.
Begs, where are you originally from?
My birthplace is east, south part of Mongolia. It's-
Sukbatarame?
Yes, Sukbatarame, Parangort Som. I was born and grew, and I studied elementary school in that area. And then I moved to city when I start university. Yes.
What did you study at university?
It's one of nice profession, software engineer. I studied in Mongolian National University, Mathematics Computer School.
Right.
And 4 years we learned how to do programming on computer. My profession is that, and I used my profession 14 years in the library, public library. When I work in the library, I programmed some library software.
Fascinating. And now you're a full-time Couchsurfing host.
No.
No, tell me.
No. Couchsurfing is not my not my job.
Hobby.
Yeah, it's how to say. How I say it's not my job because I don't have any responsibility. Like my director come to me or Couchsurfing headquarters send me email, Begs, you must host people. There is no that kind of task. It's my heartful work to meet with the people, to live differently. Every day can be different because I met with the new people. It's sometimes, can you imagine, Allyson? I not only met with travelers, foreign travelers. Sometimes I met with Mongolians who are Couchsurfers.
So you get Mongolian travelers as well?
Yes, of course.
I didn't know
Because
this.
Couchsurfing is not from foreign people. It's a whole system everyone can use. Now I hope Mongolians who are living in countryside or different part of the city, they should use Couchsurfing system to live with us 1, 2, 3 nights. Yes, it is possible. Important thing is to know this system, to use this system, yes, to understand.
Begzsuren, I oscillate between Begzsuren and Begs, but that's your nickname. How did you pick up English when you were at the library?
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
Yes, I love to say how this English is better on communication because when I work in the library, I had a very good chance. That is, my library hosts Peace Corps volunteers. Peace Corps volunteers, when we work with Peace Corps volunteers, I was a counterpart of that professional librarian. And then when my English was very little on communication, it's hard to listen and understand. But anyway, I tried. And again, one night, that was beginning on communication. To learn English on grammar or on more on textbook, it was happening in the university and last 1 year in the elementary school.
Right.
My Russian language teacher, she operated a club to teach English. That was beginning. I learned ABC and then in the university continued 4 years on grammar, no more practical experience. And then in the library I started my job and then it was very good practical experience. Yes, exactly.
Begs. Listen, I want to just talk a little bit more about your home because I know you've lived here in the Ger district for a while, but not always in a Ger. You used to live in a wooden house that you built.
Yes, and when I married with my wife, after university, I met with my wife in the library.
So you met her in the library?
Yes, because my mother-in-law, she works in the library as a cleaner. And then after I met with my wife, we want to live separate, not in our parents' home.
Nobody ever wants to live with their in-laws when you get married.
Yes, and then we decided to build our own house. Of course, before house we lived 1 or 2 years, we lived in the dormitory. And then we construct wooden house. It's not too big, just 24 meters square. And why we really want to live back to the Ger, because it inspired my Couchsurfing friends' story.
People from overseas, they don't want to stay in a wooden house. They want to stay in a Ger, don't they? Now, of course, when I say Ger, people from overseas who might be watching this, we say yurt, which is, as you mentioned before, a Russian word, the word yurt. But in Mongolia, these beautiful dwellings, homes are called Gers. So you prefer your Ger to your wooden home?
And then, why? Because it's not costly.
Is that really?
Yes, it's
So
not
it's
really
cheaper to heat a ger than a
not
house.
only, yes, you said good. Heating is very important in every accommodation, yes?
Yes.
And heating a gear, it's very simple if our gear is very well many layers. Now my gear is 2 layers. It can be 3 layers of wool.
So in winter you're going to put a couple more layers on.
Yes, it's possible. And again, we need very good waterproof material. And living in the gear is not only we are saving some cost on heating, and also can be electricity, because in the house we need maybe more light. In the gear only one light is needed.
Of course, that's
And again, living in the gear is it's not no more running cost.
No more.
Running cost. I imagine it means if I live in the house, maybe I need one. What is that, like hammer, and what is that?
I need to paint a wall red.
Yes, paint the wall.
I need to
or-
renovate the
yes,
kitchen.
Yes.
Yes,
And
yes,
then in the gear we really do now.
You can't really accessorize, can you?
Yes, and then gear giving us like good thinking. Oh, we don't need more stuff. We don't need more decoration. And then that is very
I
good.
should be living in a gear because I tend to collect things I don't need.
But there is one why people escape to live in the gear. I think it's more labor. If you live in the gear, you need to do something annually, or you need to do something like every 2 times per year, or like that. Example,
what?
Like cleaning, unpack, or rebuild, or some washing, or can be in winter we close this area, around area, from wind. In summertime we open that, you know,
to let the breeze in.
Yeah, we say in Mongolian hayaga shoch.
Hayaga
Yeah, hayaga shoch, hayaga manach. Hayaga manach is we putting a soil to that bottom area to close.
Yes.
Hayaga manach.
To insulate it.
Yes.
Hayana mach.
Hayaga manach is
Hayana manach.
yes, hayaga manach.
Hayaga manach.
Hayaga shoch.
Oh,
It's open.
I need to write this one down. I'm
It's
gonna try.
make more circulation area in summertime.
You've given me my words for the day. So
Haya is that area, in this area, and then hayaga shoch, hayaga manach. And when it rain, we need to open the urcho butek, urcho neck. This is a big, again, it's a job.
yes, of
And then it's not only job, it's a good exercise for you daily. It's a daily exercise. And when you live in the gear, you will automatically, you will naturally do some exercise. That is very important for your, not only health, it is very good thing for your life to teach someone by your doing. If you live in the house, you can do this. If you live in the gear, you can do different things.
Yeah. Do you give your kids jobs? Do your little girls?
Of course, yes. Now you know, Allyson, we are feeding a cows. We are living in the gear, and this environment is asking us, please, everyone need to do something to live together as a family. It's not only father's responsibility to bring money. It's to live together. It's very important.
Yes.
To help to each other, it's very important. It's really life.
Yeah.
And last, of course, when I work in the library 14 years, I worked in library 14 years. When I lost one thing, that is, I understand when I work in library, I try to implement technology, new technology in the library, because I want to give possibility to everyone can use library. But it was, now if I look back, it was wrong, because
So it didn't work. It didn't work.
it can't work, because it's not helping to everyone, giving a possibility to visit library. It's not that. And I understand one thing from my last 2 years life. Each family, if they are very good communication members, family members, if they have a good communication, good understanding, they can use the library. They can go to museum. If they have less communication or less environment, no family environment, they really don't want to do something with family.
Yes.
And That is very important thing. In the future, I give more attention on that. How to change my family, how I lost something in last years, how I bring that, yes.
Begs, I want to know from you, are you one of the few families in this part of the Gare district that has Facebook and internet access? And I mean, is it rare in the Gare district?
No. Now it's very popular.
It's very popular.
But how they are connection or technology, it's ready to use. So around Ulaanbaatar, not only around Ulaanbaatar, you know summer camp area?
Narmdal?
Yes, Narmdal, or in the north and east, west, there are camp area. Around that area and everywhere, Wi-Fi or all technology is installed. Now, how in my gear with internet connection, because I love to say I work at home, and then I need to communicate with my friends or with my world friends, and then again I want to show to my friends how I am living or how I am spending my time without library, without how to say how my friends know before, and then I ask I subscribe it to the Quebeco company. This is in this Gare district, Quebeco is best solution for me, and then it's very enough. Can you imagine 24 hours connection?
You've got 24 hours connection?
Yes.
It's more than I've got.
Yes. How I'm very open on this Couchsurfing, because when I visit, I work in the library 14 years. I visited 12 times to the foreign country. Maybe like every year I visit to Europe, to Asia, to America. I visited 2 times by work. And then each visiting, that is always for training and workshop and meeting, each visiting ask me, do you know someone in this country?
Right. Do you have a place to stay?
Of course. I had hotel, reserved hotel and everything.
And you had nobody?
But it was happened at one time in Hungary. That was my responsibility from airport to Central European University apartment. I need to come by myself. Everything is written on the paper, but my flight was very late, and then I think, of course, after boarded, I think how I can go to the Central European University apartment, dormitory, but around very luckily I met one Mongolian boy who is studying in Budapest as a publisher. And then, oh, you are Mongolian, please, can you help me? And then we met friends, and then he showed me how to go, and he helped me. And we together went to that university dormitory. And I can't forget that moment. And how it's easy if someone helped me, very detailed or very clearly helped me, it is very easy to know that place.
Yes.
And when each count visiting, I love to visit local market to buy some stuff to my family, to my friends, or to see how local market works. That is, again, local market is not easy.
So do you take visitors when they come to see you, you show them around UB?
Yes, of course, but instead I guide them. I love to show them on the map, on the book, or on the paper. I love to draw by my hand. That is best way, like instead to do a guiding. Because I imagine if they have a good guide, they can do themselves.
Right.
If I show just, please follow me, I will show you. It's not really teaching, it's just guiding. And I imagine Couchsurfing is giving a possibility.
Right.
It's good.
Begs, you're a very wise man, and I know you say you're not a teacher, but you're teaching me something right now.
I'm happy.
I'm happy. Maybe one night I come here with the kids, but I don't know about sleeping on that. I might have to have one of those.
It's possible.
Really?
And yes, don't forget to write in my guest book.
I will.
How to live in Ulaanbaatar or in Mongolia.
See, I'm a local visitor.
Yeah, yes, I think. And then I hope you can write very good travel tip around Mongolia.
Yes.
Because, of course, in last time when I see your profile, Facebook page, and you traveled a lot in
Yes,
Mongolia.
I've traveled so
That's
much.
good, yes.
I love this country.
And, thank
I'll
you.
come back for Talk With Me again in 1 year, but I'll see you before then, okay?
Yes.
Thank you, Begs.
Yes,
Thank you so much for joining us today on Talk With Me, and I hope to see you next week. But for now, dara olsi.